I expected a Demon Hunter. Isn't Moon the one who innovated the Demon Hunter Alchemist build with Chemical Rage and Mass Dryads also on this map? I was looking forward to that. I was about to ask you everything about that build, and now we see a Keeper and like, what the hell is happening?
Oh, I'm glad I've been spared and I don't have to explain the build that I don't know anything about, but yeah, no, Keeper was definitely a little bit surprising. Also because it's hard to get up an expansion on this map generally. Both spots, whether it be the Gargantua in the middle or the red spot to the side, are both really hard to take down. So yeah, very curious to see how Moon's going to play this out. It appears that he is ready to either tech or drop an Ancient Before and hunt. We'll see about that, but I very much doubt about the latter. Soin, on the other hand, creeping his first green, just taking the item, going back home. Unfortunately getting the cloak for his troubles, now taking it the second giant sea turtle, hoping for some nice slippers. We'll see what he gets. A ring of superiority, not too bad. And Moon on the other side getting the claws and the mantle, perfect items for him to start things off.
I love the way you say turtle. Only for that reason alone, I'm very, very happy we see this map.
How do I say it differently to others? Turtle.
I don't know. It's so soft and sounds so nice and sounds so right.
And just gliding over the syllables.
Exactly, so smooth, man. As smooth as Moon's early game so far. Level 2 unlocked. Very, very nice items for some chip damage, but Archer not microed at all.
And also the creeps almost blocking in the Keeper, honestly, against Ancient of War. This is a very ambitious creep by Moon. He should have been aware that the blade would come towards his side sooner rather than later. And yeah, what can he really do? He's not going to get most of the camp, has to buy the Staff of TP, most likely going to have to use it very soon. And yep, the Archer pretty much defenseless as well. Okay, he's not going to pop the staff. Oh my god, crit as well, and now speed scroll windwalk. This is a TP force Neo. Oh my god, no way!
What?
Oh my god, he actually got the entangle off just in time, and the speed scrolls ran out. Are you kidding me right now?
No way, he has no mana for windwalk, he needs to reach!
He can't get ahead!
Oh.
He does anyway! What is Moon doing? Seriously. Okay. Now the blade is ahead in experience right now. The Ancient of War didn't die to the creeps, thankfully, but the Archer is dead. Moon doesn't have a single unit at his disposal. And I don't know what he thought was going to happen there. First of all, trying to entangle, it was literally millisecond perfect, otherwise he was dead to just the right click of the blade. And then why didn't he just TP in the first place, man? Inexplicable scenes here, Neo.
Yeah, that is some good questions, man. You're setting me up here. I got no explanation. Maybe he thought, okay, I can just walk this off. I got 4 legs, you got 2. I'm definitely faster. Didn't work out that way. And Moon is in trouble, man. Second attempt of this shop. At least he can make that staff work to a degree, but there's no real staff target close. Usually when Moon plays Keeper, he wants to harass, he wants to slay some peons. Not possible at all. I'm confused, but he finds some grunts here.
Yep, nice awareness, but a level 3 blade versus level 2 Keeper, how often do we see this in a professional game? Almost never, I imagine. Well, 2 misses in a row though from the Talisman of Evasion. Crit, and another miss. Well, 3 misses and 4 hits is very, very unlucky for Soin. But very nicely done by Soin, denying his grunt to ensure that the Keeper doesn't get level 3. Nice awareness by Soin there, just to ensure that that last hit does not go towards the side of Moon. And it is wins. Towns incoming from Moon and the Demon Hunter second. I do love this strategy, but Moon here with basically no advantages here in the mid game whatsoever.
Yeah, the grunt kills maybe bring him back just a tiny little bit, but Keeper and Demon Hunter needs to be creeped. Talents on this map, pretty good, I'd say, if you abuse the positioning, especially around the tavern. You can set yourself up for some wonderful fights, also next to the base, next to the turtle camps. Blade Master Shadowhunter also creeping, so in not splitting his blade away, sharing XP, not necessarily what you want, but I guess if there's only 1 grunt left, you might have to speed things up a little bit.
Yeah, Soin not with too much of a choice here, having to creep with the blade. One grunt in the shadow doesn't do too well indeed. Moon in the meantime, seeing the opportunity to get the shop, securing himself the crystal ball. Basically, crystal and evasion are pretty bad results for him, unfortunately. And now, focus fire coming onto the Demon Hunter once again. I feel like this is looking pretty rough for Moon so far. You really need that level 3 Demon Hunter in the late game against the Shadow Hunter, and of course the Orc here is just able to carry on creeping, getting more and more experience. And Moon, are you really going for this troll wall right now? Wow, that is so greedy.
Maybe he has to be a little bit greedy to make this work. Moon with talents in his hands is always a force, but even master training is still taking a long time. Soin is blowing ahead in supply. Oh my god, rune bracers. You want anything else but that item in a situation like this, and Soin is pulling peons.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm guessing this is going to be an expansion from Soin. I really don't like that Moon is taking all the experience here from his own Demon Hunter. Rather pass over the bad items to the Keeper, let the Keeper sell them. You can get Tinker straight away from the middle, and let the Demon Hunter get that desperately needed experience to level 3. And you have Soin preparing 2 towers in the middle. Reinforced defenses already finished, of course. And Shadow Hunter getting the big mana potion, which of course, as we all know, is an insane item. And level 3 is very close in the cards for that guy too. So yeah, solid mid game so far by Soin.
Moon is expanding as well. 2 base with talents versus Raider Shaman. This is setting up for an interesting match. Wonder if he still goes Tinker or if leveling the Demon Hunter is more important. Soin feels pretty dominant so far. And that's the next turtle going down. Scroll of the Beast can be super helpful because there's certainly a lack of dispel in Moon's army.
I absolutely love the fact that Soin pulled away the Gargantuan from Moon's side towards himself, surrounded it against the trees within the snare, and took out that turtle pretty quickly indeed. Beast Scroll, not too bad whatsoever, and of course 3/3 heroes is just all you need pretty much. Serpent Morse level 2 will be the carry against these talents. Of course, we used to see walkers be played all the time, but this is somewhat more of a modern build with Shaman and Lightning Shield, and trying to use basically Lightning Shield, wards, and sometimes Mirror Image with Lightning Shield on it as well to carry you in these engagements against talents, because of course the Cyclone is very strong and wards can't be Cyclone, so pretty 5-head I guess.
Exactly. I watched a little bit of Carson's solo stream this morning, and this is also what he said, like, against Night Elf, Shaman every time. It doesn't matter what he plays, Shaman every time. They're a pretty good unit! Blade Master is finding this tree Demon Hunters and just save it, but yeah. 2 base in a bit. I don't see a big chance for Moon to knock down the Great Hall with the tower and burrow defensive that we got. But Soin, he wants to push this tree down, close to finishing.
Yeah, a little bit risky perhaps though. The Shadow Hunter is trailing behind the TeD. Does have the Scroll of Time Portal available though, and yeah, easy cancel for Soin actually, to be honest. Not too great a result for Moon right now, but of course, as we know, talents function very well on a 50 food supply army. You don't often have to break to take winning engagements as the elf. I would really love to see Moon be perhaps a little bit more aggressive here with a Tinker third rather than trying to play the long game, as this expansion, once it gets up, is pretty much going to be impregnable for Soin. And we see Moon coming in for that plate right now, actually very nice. Being aggressive, the Shadow Hunter is low mana, both heroes being Cycloned, not able to pop the big mana and get all the snakes on the go right now. There's a lot of talents here, Neil. This is going to be kind of a rough fight for Soin, I think.
Okay, good, so solid position by Moon, I'd say. Soin wants to reposition a little bit. Raiders not finding any connections. They are suffering, and on the back of all this, Moon is growing another tree at the tail of the turtle, or head of the turtle. However you might look at it. Shadow Hunter under fire. Is Moon just owning?
I mean, Moon is doing really well in this fight. The Shadow Hunter can't escape, and we see one of the weaknesses of Shaman right now. You don't have enough dispel to get rid of everything, and I think Moon here finding his main timing to actually take a really good engagement against the Orc. Soin here not with much mana available at his disposal. didn't have enough time to set up the snake pit, which is absolutely essential when you rely on that instead of having, say, shockwave or, of course, walkers to allow your army to do more DPS because you have an AoE dispel. Yeah, kind of rough, but at the end of the day, Soin did manage to establish a second base. Moon doesn't have his up yet. The Tree of Life is finishing right this second. Still another 60 seconds on the clock before that gold mine is saturated. But I think Moon could be happy with this play right now.
Very happy. He's back in the series. He also got a lot of Cyclone left to be working with. And you criticize the lack of Tinker. I actually like it to give a higher level to Keeper and Demon Hunter. For the longest time I thought, okay, Tinker, what's this Tinker really doing? As much as I love to see a Tinker, especially with rockets, the Demon Hunter needed to level and he got what he needed. Plus another item, Cloak of Flames. Now we got Immolation as well. I like Moon's position now.
Yeah, you can see there's a Wisp ready exactly at 340 gold to start a second base by Moon. Very nice macro indeed. And he is in it for the long haul. If one expansion gets chopped down, another will grow. That's pretty much a Moon mantra, I think, right there. And yeah, in the end, I suppose the dual hero was a smarter choice, leveling up Demon Hunter to level 4. He is a very intimidating sight indeed. Yep, Soin does have the TP on the blade, popping that right now. And how do you get rid of all of this Fairy Fire is the trouble as well. Again, the lack of AoE Dispel is very apparent when the Orc doesn't win outright fights super hard. And he can't really... actually investing Purges to get rid of it, but now he has 0 mana across the board. Another straight engagement, I think Soin loses that one pretty hard.
Yeah, the Fairy Fire is super good. Of course, it's a very hit-and-runny game against the expansions, and if Moon has Fairy Fire or anything, he sees where his opponent is, so can easily react. He has another town portal, grabs up the next red spot. Dude, he got all red spots. All 4 of them.
Yep. Oh man, Flute as well.
Wow, the mighty +1 on the talents.
Yeah. We also have the Endurance Aura available as well, so their DPS is not to be underestimated, Neil.
Exactly. Sure. Okay, you're right. Let's see what they can do on this tree. Con portal onto it was a nice try. Another base establishing. That's the modification of Moon. Whenever one tree gets chopped down, he grows another. Basically, almost a Hydra at this point. And he's stealing so much experience on the map. Man, this guy is smart.
He really is, and the trouble for Soin in this position is if you take the time to cross map and destroy an expansion while you can plant so many, of course, on this map as the elf will just creep every camp, and eventually you basically have not much experience left for yourself. We see Soin's items. He basically doesn't have any items at all, and also finding Crystal Ball here is really, really bad for him. You basically just have Gloves of Haste and a Ring of Superiority that he found, and the big healing, and that's it. No auras, no super strong items, and yeah, even getting base lane right now as well. Pretty rough times for the Orc.
And then Soin on the retreat. We'll see. Oh damn, there's another tree. I have to take care of so many things now. It's so stressful. I don't think Soin enjoys this. He has voiced his concerns about this matchup quite a bit in the past. And this will continue to happen as there's a little bit of a sandwich. Keeper, bit exposed though, but still has a town portal. Could be staffed. Oh, no, can't be staffed actually.
That's no staff available for Moon actually, and has the TP. Oh man, the Keeper might just be dead. Oh my god, he passed it just in time. Really nicely done by Moon, managing to... Thankfully, the Demon Hunter and Keeper teleported right next to each other. I think he might still be dead though, Neo. Yep, gets chopped down.
Level 5, okay, but Soin was losing quite some army as well. Most importantly, that base is still up while the second one also erected. Demon Hunter's getting caught. He is super tanky though, not sure if you want to attack him.
The town is under siege.
Yeah, not the easiest target to take down for sure, obviously, with level 1.5 evasion from the item, Ring of Regeneration, Potion of Vulnerability, and of course almost level 5 as well. It's pretty crazy. Moon does lose his third base here, but it's not too much of a disaster for him. You can see actually how much counter damage Soin is taking in the meantime, trying to get the expansion down. Oh my god, Neo, it's not going down, is it? It's just not going down.
I don't
No,
know, dude. The
it's
cyclone
not.
lasts forever. Pressure on the Shadow Hunter. He carries the TP. The
Oh my
potion,
God.
nicely done. But the Raiders are falling quickly as well. Shaman don't do damage at all. He's got to rely on the Raiders, but it's not enough anymore. Moon, what a save.
Wow. That did cost Moon a ton of mana though, across the board on the Talons. If there's another engagement very soon, then maybe Moon might have a bit of trouble, because those Talons are not looking too healthy right now in terms of mana count. A Raider here in the middle for Soin, unfortunately being picked off. I think it was one that was rallying in, and then of course Soin TP'd away, so it just went AFK. Classic Warcraft stuff. Ultravision and Wellspring coming right now for Moon. I like that. I mean, he should have had Wellspring done ages ago. This is probably like the 4th cycle by now of in-game days, so yeah, didn't get any value from Wellspring whatsoever, but the Moon Mods are looking very healthy in any case. We have 4 Fairy Dragons being queued. I'm not too sure about that. Maybe a bit too many? I would have preferred to see some lores, honestly.
He's building 5 Engines of War. Oh, 3 actually.
3, yeah. 3 are coming up. Look how many Raiders there are, Neo. This is almost a full control group worth of Raiders. There's like 9 of them, yeah? Yeah, 9 Raiders so far. That's crazy. Okay. I guess we're just going full base attack here from Soin.
And we also go mirror image if he presses the button. No windwalk anymore. Gonna be tough to maneuver through all this army. Snake pit established. Moon is working on another base, pushing into upkeep now. Supply almost even. Only 1 heal scroll. No invo for Soin. Double invo for Moon. He got the shop control. And of course orbs, etc. Not an easy situation for Soin, man. He's so far behind economically.
Oh, the level 3 mana burn on the Shadow Hunter. That is gnarly. Treant's coming out from Moon right now. He does have Nature's Blessing available, unfortunately a little bit AFK, but the Talons here getting quite badly sandwiched actually. The Raiders have an amazing position on them. A couple Serpent Wars dealing good damage in the back. And yeah, I feel like these Fairies not getting too much value so far. Soin not casting a single spell from those Shamans to ensure they don't just get immediately one-shot. But now Moon backing off towards his 3rd base here. The 2 Engines of War here are going to be very hard to deal with as well. And now the Shaman can freely cast their spells. Those Fairy Dragons are all being picked off by the wards as well. Moon losing oversight of the battle a little bit here, unfortunately, but the supply still remains very even so far.
But the Ancient of War, they don't count as supply really, neither does Mirror Image, so that might even itself out. Shop control, finally, maybe a new heal scroll. Soin has 400 gold, waiting for it. I don't see the cooldown actually. Lots of units bruised. Speed scroll, where's the next engagement? Moon is on 4 bases.
Yep, that's classic Moon right now, especially on Turtle Rock. Can Soin take care of this expansion? I think not, to be honest. There's still a lot of Cyclone available. 2 Raiders might be getting picked off as well. Yep, 2 Raiders going down as well before the TP. Almost a 3rd. And Heal Scroll is 5 seconds away from being purchased at the Goblin Merchant next to Moon's base. And Soin in the meantime trying to sort of consolidate a position where he can eventually put down a 3rd base at the top right here, but yeah, very far off from actually getting the expansion going, and so soon to fall behind big time economically.
Classic Moon play. 5 bases, Wisp for number 6 and 7 are both in position, and then we have all bases on Turtle Rock occupied. Did you ever see this?
No, I definitely haven't. Maybe you have, Neo, but I've certainly never seen that before.
Yeah, Soin. Love to have some sappers now, huh? I don't know, dude. How do you counter this? You're not agile enough.
You would need so many Bat Riders to be able to just go around the map and take care of the bases. I think that the only unit that is mobile enough and obviously can't be cycloned as well. But yeah, don't know. Soin's options are looking kind of limited. He has a strong army. His heroes are very good. Obviously, this is level 3 mirror image as well, which will be difficult to take care of for Moon during the fights. But feed a lot of experience, and of course, Neo, elves have the option of very good ultimates, at least on their heroes, and a level 6 DH keeper would be just outrageous.
Main bases are empty. Actually, I wouldn't hate the Blade Storm either. Also, level 3 snakes would be good. But man, will Soin live for so long? He's kind of close to Blade Storm. That can be positioned nicely, but the creep jack.
The creep jack right now is pretty immense. The raiders are trying to find the connections against the talons, and this is the thing with shaman, you can't get rid of them so easily, especially with the fairy dragons looming over their heads. It would do insane damage against them if they were to spam purge right now. So in pretty much just relying on heroes to carry this, but of course serpent wards are completely insane on level 3. The images as well are pretty strong.
The fairy
But
AoE!
yeah, the fairy AoE is just completely ridiculous, doing huge damage to all those shaman in the background. And I feel like Moon's Talon army is just really not going down. Blade Storm would be super sick to see though, Neo, and I would love to get a... Wait, it's not Blade Storm! Oh no, it's crit level 3, I'm so sad.
Well, big red numbers, we have a fetish for that. But okay, it's only 3 bases at the moment for Moon. We've seen this worse. Okay, fight continues. And the problem is Soin is out of mana.
Yeah, Soin Shadowhunter here, just 1 mana potion to go. That's maybe 4 or 5 more serpent wards. The red numbers, as you say, are coming into effect right now. 240 crits, not bad, but look at the shaman again, just getting completely wiped by the fairy dragons, having to use heal scroll just to keep them alive, and they actually take even more damage because the damage is AoE. Man, that's a rough spot and tranquility finally. Man, what a sick ultimate.
Well,
Everything back to full HP. Nice.
Yep. Ensnare cancelled it quite quickly, but Soin has to lick his wounds somehow. There is an attack at the bottom right hand side with a tower. Hard to deal with it, at least getting some attention. Also, our user Frosky is getting my attention because he just subbed. Thank you very much. But yeah, this is tough to run away if you don't have a speed scroll.
Yeah, this is the trouble. Retreating without a speed scroll, also no endurance aura. Of course, on Moon's side, he has the Django and Entangle at his disposal, so very tough for Soin right now. And Moon, he's just controlling so much of the map. This Orc Tower, I think, not going to do too much. Look at the damage against the tree, it's pretty pitiful, like 4 damage every hit. It's gonna take a long time to get rid of that one. I think Moon actually even gonna take the time. Wait, Moon's gonna get level 6 from clearing this watchtower.
Ooh, level 6 Demon Hunter is pretty good, I heard.
Yeah, might be not bad. In the next upcoming fight.
Maybe he goes evasion 3.
Yeah, you don't need it. You don't need level 6.
Ooh, metamorphosis. Oh, he's so excited.
Oh, he accidentally used it.
Presses it immediately. 3-minute cooldown. How can you blame him? It's such an awesome look.
Okay, Moon. Accidentally fat fingering the metamorphosis button, but actually just gonna staff over with the Demon Hunter and just probably chat his way through the Orc army once he finally gets there. Wow, Soin with such a huge army, struggling to take down just 1 Ancient of War. It's taking forever for that. I think Blade Storm, unironically, is needed to get rid of all these talents.
I think so too. Or just bases. It helps so much against bases, more than it helps in the fight, I'd say.
Yeah, it is amazing for that as well. If I were Moon, I would just put down 4 Chim Roosts, go to 100 food. I think that's pretty much the way you close out this game if the Orc isn't going to leave. But
dude,
yeah, so when you're fully backed into a corner right now.
I think he enjoys this so much, he doesn't want this game to end.
I can hardly blame him. It's a really great spot to be in as the Night of. He can do anything he wants. So when it's very much just a matter of time before he throws in the towel. Nice job picking off the fairy dragons. You see the focus fire coming out from those serpent wards is just completely nuts. The fairy dragons, once they exit their mana flare mode, are very squishy indeed, and a couple of them went down, but Moon doesn't care. He's chilling on a casual 4 base economy, a la StarCraft. 2,000 gold at his disposal, tranquility healing up his entire army. Yeah, it's a beautiful time for Moon.
It absolutely is. Good thing for him also, the mines on the back of the turtle has 15,000 gold. That's a lot, so he can mine from there forever. He's building a lot of wisps, turns them into Ancients of War, and then let the Ents march, I think.
Oh, I'd love to see Moon just spam like 30 Ancients of War with all these resources. I think he could very easily. They're not too expensive, 210 each when you include the wisps, so you could get a whole bunch of them out. But yeah, man. So in spending his resources very well, doing as much as he can. Tome of Retraining coming in. What did Moon retrain to? Is he going to get rid of his... Did he just reskill back into Immolation? He did.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Reskilled into Immolation once again. I think that's kind of fair. I guess could sell the Cloak of Flames, to be honest. Not sure if it stacks. I kind of doubt it.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, it literally says does not stack with Immolation.
Exactly. For once, the item description is done well.
But yeah, this position here for Soin, how can you attack into these Ancient of Wars? It's just absolutely brutal. There's so many wisps available for Moon. He can keep getting rid of mirror images. We've got the fairy dragons basically saying, I dare you to cast Purge. And yeah, Hero Focus is just the only way out for Soin right now. There are so many cyclones going into the air. The Blade doesn't have an info potion. He can't go full beast mode. I mean, honestly, the Keeper dies. Who really cares at this point?
With 3,000 gold, I think he could afford a Tavern Revive. Town Portal just to reposition, because of course he can afford it. If Soin builds a Great Hall here on the back of the turtle, we got all bases occupied. This is the most interesting thing to me right now. Oh, but I don't think Moon's gonna allow it. Not sure.
I don't think so either. Look how many Ancients of War there are in the middle of the map.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9...
12.
12 Ancients of War.
Yeah, I think that's not enough, to be honest. I'd like to see some more. May as well go full Treebeard against the Orcs.
Exactly.
Right now, it would be canonically accurate, you know, for any Lord of the Rings fans out there. And yeah, so I think he's not even managed to get to 80 food once this game. Still at 68 supply. Moon here with just... He can do anything he wants. He's adding more Moon Wells above the 100 food limit, basically just to have as much Moon Juice as possible, kind of like FFA. And yeah, I'm surprised to see no Chivalrous, honestly. He could easily do it. I guess, as you said, he's just having the time of his life playing this game. Really torturing Soin here in map 1.
I mean, Soin could always tap out if it's too much for him, but apparently that's not the case. Hoping for level 7 is Soin, and of course level 6 on the Shadow Hunter, which is a huge heal wave. Okay, we go into this fight. Raiders dying, the Ancients of War doing a fine job. We add 2 more Ancients of Wind. It's so spectacular. Okay. I don't know what this is for, but I don't care at this point.
Yeah, Wind's definitely a bit odd. The Demon Hunter actually taking quite a bit of damage here. Might get sniped by a crit at some point, but no, gonna be staffed home. And those additional Moon Wells coming in handy right now for Moon. Able to regenerate that DH back to full HP, full mana, gonna staff back into the fight momentarily. But Soin, you know, he's doing well in this fight actually. Didn't really lose much so far. Look at the snake pit. We have 5 level 3 snakes at the back here. They're kind of impossible to deal with. That's the one major problem when playing Winds. As Elf, is you have nothing to focus fire wars with, and they ignore 8-click commands in fights if there's any nearby units, so it's quite hard to get rid of them. You have to manually target them often with heroes, which is pretty bad for Elf. But it shouldn't matter too much in the long run here. But the 4 Winds, I have to question, like, is this just for fun? Is he going to go 100 foot fairies on top of this?
Yep. That's exactly what he does. That's exactly what he does. Demon Hunter, surround it. Okay.
Metamorphosis is available though.
Oh yeah, you probably don't want to engage into that one.
There we go.
Oh, this is gonna be gnarly. This is so tanky. 1500 HP. He needs all the crits in the world. Here we go. And snare again. Oh, can he do it? Heal scroll and snare again. 196. Miss. 172. Oh, all that work for nothing.
He almost got him as well, but that's the trouble against Elf late game. If you don't actually kill the hero, look at that. Basically full HP once again.
Yeah.
Level 7 has been unlocked for Soin, though he hasn't actually taken a skill. It is level 3 heal wave for the Shadow Hunter. No big bad voodoo, unfortunately, which gets hard countered by Keeper.
Level 7 Blade. Blade Storm. No
Please.
mana now. He
It
uses
is
Mirror
Blade
Image.
Storm.
Yeah, but he uses Mirror Image instead, gets dispelled immediately. But hey, Soin has a supply lead.
Yeah, I think Moon honestly is toying with Soin like way too much here. He definitely should have built like 8 chims and just destroyed them in like the blink of an eye. There's now somewhat of a window potentially for Soin to actually win this game. I mean, he's got up to 80 food finally. We have insane heroes, level 6 Shadow. There's Blade Storm available finally, which I have been saying the whole time would be amazing. And Mass Fairies, man, they don't do anything. Having 2, 3, maybe 4 to counter casters is perfect, but now there's what, 7 fairies on the field, which is far too many. They don't really do anything. More Engines of War coming up from the middle as well. I think, is Moon memeing right now? Is he known for this? I feel like not really.
No.
There are also 3/3 upgraded fairy dragons.
Yeah, of course.
So just normal things, I guess.
To be honest, they kind of wreck everything right now. Like this entire army wrecks everything. Moon is trying to build more, but the Raiders, they find the tree. That tree is, maybe gone?
Okay, just the Demon Hunter coming in here. It's not going to get too much done, I guess. Fairies coming in as well, but yeah, base down. Kind of bad for Moon, honestly. Surprised he didn't just TP to the south of his expand here.
Dude, Soin has a base more. He also has 1600 gold. Soin can win this.
I am just like, what is happening right now, to be honest? Look at it, like this is like 2 screens of battles right now. We have Ancients and the Keeper and like some units on the left. We have all these Fairy Dragons in Mana Flare form. There's Raiders, there's Shaman just all in the middle here with some Ancients of War. It's pretty much pure chaos on the screen right now, which is amazing to see. Where is the Blaze Storm? There's the Blaze Storm finally! And he's going for the Demon Hunter kill! Is he gonna kill him? God. Oh my god, he actually kills him!
No way! This huge, I mean, he can buy him back immediately, but it's so expensive. Keeper!
Oh man, is this Hex?
The menu! He has Hex!
Maybe Hex. He has Hex!
Needs
Moon's not
Hex.
expecting Hex. Oh, he didn't Hex him. I think there was a chance there to kill the Keeper as well. Demon Hunter, of course, straight back from the tavern. Moon has so many resources available at his disposal. But Soin here actually taking the gold lead now, has 2.4k himself. There's another Tree of Life just in the middle here for Moon. Okay, cool.
I think one base expired, the bottom left, and he moved it over.
Oh, that's it.
Alongside the other Ancients of War. Dude, Moon spent 2,000 gold in the last fight.
I think I mean, maybe, I don't know about Soin, because Soin was fighting from the brink of death this game. But Moon maybe going full entertainment mode here. I don't know. He had every opportunity to close out this game by just going mass chims or mass bears or MGs or something. But we've got this beautiful game on Turtle Rock. Feels like a throwback to the old days right now.
Absolutely. So Soin is upper base. Economy is even. Levels in favor of Soin. This is amazing. He Q's tier 3. Bloodlusted Blade with level 3 crit and mirror image. Let's go.
Yeah, this tier 3 feels really long overdue for Soin. I think he could have been tier 3 like many minutes ago. Well, he's had the goal, but he's really struggling for lumber, and that's the trouble when you play any race that isn't elf on these maps. Trees are actually a bit of a problem. There's no trees left basically at home.
True.
All the expansions are miles away from tree lines as well, so his lumber economy is pretty shot.
My god. This feels like Lord of the Rings Part 3.
Oh my god! Look at all the Ages of War!
It's
7
a
of them
lot.
coming into the fight right
But
now. It's absolutely insane.
we go for the Demon Hunter once again. Ultimately tanky. We do have Metamorphosis that can save him. Yeah, March of the Ents, everybody.
For an absolutely sick game. Tranquility here, coming in the nick of time to heal this Demon Hunter right back up to full. Maybe a little bit preemptive. There's still plenty of Moonwells at home to use for the DH, but in any case, will the Ancients of War here actually do something, Neo. Serpent Wards are doing a very good job of lowering their HP. We've got a couple maybe dying off to the towers as well. And of course their major weakness, even with Nature's Blessing, is they're super slow.
Yeah.
And Soin is just kind of taking his time. He knows his base isn't going down anytime soon. And managing to ensnare all those fairies which move forward into the jaws of the Viper. And they are going down really quick right now. Meta being pulled for some reason, even though there's not a major fight breaking out right now. Another win for Soin there. And I just want to see another sick Blade Storm, dude.
Yep. Give me a Blade Storm into all these talents, maybe into the Engines of War as well. Nature is striking back, 1 tower down, mining stop for the time being. Metamorphosis is over in not too long actually. He's going for the hero kill once again. Staffs are ready. Tranquility is not. This might be a chance. Imagine a TC with a shockwave now. It would be so gorgeous. But, you know, maybe the AoE is coming from lightning shields because there is no wisps.
Yeah, plus so many of those fairies got picked off. Level 8 on the Blade Master right now. That is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, what is even going on here position-wise? We have Lightning Shield on the background against one of the Talons. Keeper is in a very awkward spot here, pulling the info right now. Level 3 mirror image. Spreading the images everywhere. And look at the Fairy Fire. I think every Orc unit is covered in Fairy Fire, which is pretty nasty stuff. Soin here, as I said about the wood man, he has like no wood left to make units and has a ton of gold.
That's the problem, and 3? How can you have 3k gold? Quberte, you're lagging! No! There we go. Oh boy, he needs healing. Spend your gold on potions. An overcommitment, maybe. Oh, whoa. How do you come back now without lumber?
I know, Soin really should have built a war mill next to the tree line in any of his expansions and just had like 10 peons working overtime there. Look at this tranquility value right now. The druids all healing back up again. I think Soin is finally running out of steam though he gave one hell of a fight, obviously kind of enabled by Moon. But we actually have Thornzora, I guess, now coming in too on the level 8 keeper. Nicely using Mana Flare actually on the Fairy Dragons. None of them went down.
You know what, Quberte? It's even not that important that this base stays up because there's 60 gold left. It doesn't matter. What matters is the bigger bases, the others on the back of the turtle, like this one where Moon is right now, or the outskirts.
Yeah, 10,000 gold actually at this expo here for Moon. One of his other bases only has 3 minutes left to go, the other has 4 minutes left to go. Actually doesn't dodge mana burn there with the mirror image, unfortunately, so that's a little bit unfortunate for him. Master Shaman are finally available as well. The Kodo Drum upgrade, of course, online too, and now it's just all out hero focus. I think on the the Demon Hunter right now, it's pretty hard to tell what is going on here.
Rah!
Here it goes.
And he has to TP out. Oh boy. Does he still have the punch, Soin, to go for the tree?
Wait. Bloodlusted Raiders are gonna absolutely destroy this tree. Look how quick it's going down.
It's amazing. Barely even see it.
Amazing.
Good night. It's not over.
Wait, this game is still not over.
No.
What? What is going on right now, Neo? This is insane.
Okay, Soin needs heal scrolls, invulns, whatever he can get. And how long are they mining? Moon, 2 minutes on his starting position base, 3 minutes on the other. That's not much gold. Moon's gonna end up on like 6k.
What about Soin? He has 7,000 top left, which he's only mining with 4 workers. Top right has finally expired. Please build a war mill so that you can gather wood efficiently. Look at all these peons top right and how far they have to walk. It's so bad. It's something that you wouldn't really consider. It's kind of more like a Age of Mythology or Age of Empires-esque thing to have to rebuild your resource drop-off points as trees get chopped over time. Something very unusual in Warcraft, obviously. And elves, you can see here, enjoying just gathering wood from the trees, being environmentally friendly. Moon with 2k wood at his disposal and a ton of gold as well.
Dude, if I look at the back of the turtle, how many of these trees got eaten? I don't know how friendly that is to the environment, to be honest.
Well, sometimes sacrifices must be made for the greater good.
Okay. Will we see a Blade Storm again? We're going for the Demon Hunter down to 50%, but the ultimates are already 41-minute game.
This is insane. Metamorphosis is being pulled right now. Soin, of course, trying to retreat from that. Understandably so. Bloodlusted Raiders are, of course, pretty decent. Mirror Image with Bloodlust is a bit... not the strongest in the world, it has to be said. Oh, Soin losing so many units in the middle, though. A lot of them were caught in amongst just all of the clutter in the middle. 3 additional Raiders going down here. Yep. Kind of rough, actually. Moon just... neither player wants to break to 100 food.
Nope.
Surprisingly. Moon doesn't want to transition out of wins. It's definitely inexplicable.
It's possibly not the most optimal way to play a 40-minute game, but it's a super fun way of playing a 40-minute game.
Oh yeah.
Metamorph on cooldown. Can Soin do anything about it?
Yeah, I think Soin has to bide his time until ultimates are out, maybe Trank as well, and then go in with the Blade Storm and just take out like half of Moon's army. Moon actually only has 1 heal scroll at his disposal, so those talents would go down really fast against Blade Storm, and of course it cannot be cycled against. But now we have a huge engagement coming in once again. The Raiders getting pretty much massacred at the front lines. Soin unable to pull any purges pretty much in the face of the Fairy Dragons, which are being chipped at slowly by the wards. We have some Ancients of War going down in the front lines here. Blade Storm coming in once again. Heal scroll being popped really early by Moon. Damage is pretty amazing, but not quite amazing enough actually, not finding so many kills. Oh my god, the crit on the Keeper, pretty much almost half HP already. No, Moon, you can't lose this leveling demon. You can't lose the demon. There's going to be purges coming out, Neo. Like non-stop purges.
There's a TP and a stab. Ooh, there was no Hex ready. Shadowhunter out of mana, but there was a potion. He could have actually gotten it. Both at around 60 food. Moon, of course, huge bank, constantly producing Talon Ferry. And now, in 1 minute, Metamorph is back, and that it's time for Soin to retreat.
And there we are, Tranquility after the dust is settled to heal back to full for free. And it's actually amazing in the situation to have Tranquility, because of course Talons are very bad at recovering post-fight. Since, you know, they can't heal, there's no like sources to heal them with. Moonwells are very inefficient when Talons have spent mana. And the Keeper here is just perfect in the late game to keep the army always topped off and ready before a fight. Soin, on the other hand, of course, has had to expend a lot of resources on salves. I wonder, it'd be so cool to see a chart of like how much gold has Soin spent on just salves and clarities this game. It's probably a crazy number. I don't know, maybe Soin needs something like burning oil demos.
I thought so too, but then there's so many talents that are so disposable that you can just fly across the rest of the army and just snipe them. Treant's also very good at them. Fairies can snipe them as well. Hard to make them work. We are at the state of the game, by the way, where there is only 3 gold mines available on Turtle Rock.
Moon moving forward here as well, taking away one of what should be Soin's gold mines. An AP coming up as well, just to help establish a little bit more base defense. And it's insane to think how many Ancients of War were built this game, and there's only 3 lines.
Yeah, we're switching into APs now. That's the new flavor of the month. 45 minutes, dude.
If 100 APs could take down Archimonde, then I'm sure like 20 of them can take down Soin in this game, but maybe not.
Well, I'm not making predictions this game. I have no clue. Snake pits.
I want to see a big bad voodoo, please.
Not even skilled yet though. We have a lot of wisps for the detonate. Blade versus Demon, the eternal battle once again. The Raiders are the main source of damage next to the Serpent Wards. If they connect, Soin has a chance.
Yeah, they're doing a good job actually, to be fair, chewing through the initial line of Talons. Soin loves his hero focus on the DH so far, which I think has been working out quite well. Oh my god, the Tranquility lasted about 0.2 seconds there. Yeah. You see that? That is insane.
Was waiting for that. Metamorph down to 40%. Staff is ready. Oh, the fairies are coming in for some tickle damage, but they move in range of the snake sticks.
Dude, level 9 Keeper.
Yeah, almost. Level 9 Blade. It's like normal numbers now. What the hell, dude?
There it is, level 9 Keeper matching the level 9 Blade on Soin's, and I did not expect this map to go this long or devolve into just such a ridiculous match. But I think maybe here for Moon, pressing Trank mid-fight was a pretty big mistake. He doesn't have Tranquility now to heal up. And as I said, units like this, like Fairies and Talons, any caster really, are just so awkward to regenerate HP. And actually, despite the fact that Moon has like 10 Moon Wells back home, maybe 9, yep, 9 Wells, they're barely basically keeping the Demon Hunter afloat, let alone, you know, the units. He is a thirsty, thirsty boy, that Demon Hunter right now. Firebrand kind of makes sense, he's always got some fire to a thirst to quench, I guess. But yeah.
Soin is running out of gold. He fixed his lumber issue. That's the good news. But now he has gold issues. And that's the bad news. And the Blade Master is hurting himself like crazy. We finally got Blade Storm. Here we go again. Indeed. We have a little underwhelming once more. 80 seconds without Metamorph. Can he kill the fairies? That's a lot of fairies dying here.
Yeah, really nicely done by Soin, kiting back into the snake pit. Unable to really plant them that offensively, but keeping on the back, drawing Moon into the fray, and then ensnaring the fairies. Very nicely done. And once again, I think it's Demon Hunter focus on the cards. There is a TP available as well. There could be a Hex. As I said, Hex has not been used once so far, actually.
No mana. No mana for the Hex. Oh, crit!
Oh my god, a crit! Are you kidding me?
Dude!
No way, the level 8 Demon Hunter gets taken down.
The one moment he needs a crit, he gets the crit. Moon can of course revive from the tavern, obviously, but that burns so much of his gold. Are you kidding me? We're getting level 10s. We're getting level 10s across the board, Quberte.
Dude, the Blade only needs like 350 more XP before he's level 10. That is absolutely crazy. Level 9 Demon Hunter is back as well. Okay, but don't lose it this time. You can't afford to let this hero die right now, man.
Oh, Soin has not much left though. The raiders all died. Even supply in favor of Elf usually. He's rebuilding the raiders. Lots of shaman, but they're all low mana. Trank is on cooldown for 80 more seconds as well. Got cancelled easily once again. Blade Master with Bloodlust. No TP. Oh, staff ready. My god, what a banger.
A gold, platinum, diamond. I don't think there's any accolade high enough to describe how fun this game was and how entertaining it was across the board. And yep, I'm still unsure as to who's winning this game, to be honest. It feels like it should still be Moon on paper. This Demon Hunter has 10 natural armor.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Oh man, imagine this game with a marketplace.
Oh,
it would have been even better. What is this game? Soin has 1800 gold remaining. 3 minutes of mining. Moon has the bigger backups. He got 20k if the bases stay up. Ilagatua, thank you for the sub. J Celerex, thank you for the sub. Subs.
Damn, Elgato with the 80 months. That's nuts.
That is sick indeed. Is it as sick as this game? I don't know. This is so unique.
I think look at the peon exodus right now. Actually, they're all moving left. I'm not sure where they're going. The trains here are trying to take care of them, feeding it a little bit more XP. Who's closest to level 10? The Blade, right?
Yep, 9.7.
Blade is very, very, very close to 10.
Captain PogChamp, thank you very much for the sub. Is that the last chance for Soin? He is up against 2 ultimates. Here's Metamorph. He's hurting himself in confusion thanks to Thorn's Aura. Cyclone gets rid of Bloodlust every single time. Can he kite into the towers? Maybe. Is Moon making a mistake? Big Bad Voodoo indeed! Oh my god! Cyclone!
Oh!
Whoa! Here comes the Cyclone. Okay. But that was solid. That was
oh my god, the fairies! No, the Blade Storm now as well! The towers just fly off and escape. Wait, can the Demon Hunter be killed? Oh, an Invul Potion is always available. Keeping him alive. I think Soin is finally tapering off here in supply. Only 1 base economy left for him. 200 gold, 47 food. Moon still, you know, 68 supply, nearly 1k gold soon. Left the Tranquility available for himself at the end, able to heal the army back up. That was insane. Big Bad Voodoo getting kind of decent value. Moon a little bit slow to cyclone that hero. Just give us a level 10 Blade Master before this game concludes. Wait, Hero Focus coming out again on the Demon Hunter. He's going down pretty fast against the level 3 crit. This is his only chance. Pure Hail Mary play right now. Oh man, I don't think he has quite the damage to get it cleared. We need like 3 crits in a row.
And a Hex against the staff.
Info Potion! Another Info Potion is being passed. The players have done such a good job always buying Info Potions the entire game. There must have been like 20 or 30 Info Potion pools. Blade going again. He has an Info as well to go full beast mode. Hex onto the Keeper maybe? Hex the Keeper? I don't know, there's no mana available, but the Demon Hunter dies again. Are you kidding me? Level 10 Blade, Neo.
Wait,
the Keeper! No.
He has a TP! Oh, there was no Hex anymore. Again, no Hex. My god, what a game. How often can a level 9 Demon Hunter die? But Soin, what do you make from this? No income no more. You have to kill this base, but you have no gold to erect a new base. It has to be long distance mining. Level 10 Shadow Hunter.
So close. One more kill of anything for level 10 Shadow. Also, Moon just dropped about 1k to have a revive a level 9 hero. To be honest, if Moon loses his heroes 1 or 2 more times, he's out of this. Because it's so expensive to rebuy the Tavern at this point. It's really a crazy amount. And yet, level 10 Shadow Hunter, Mana Potion being pulled. There it is, level 10 on the side of Soin as well. This game is just, yeah, it's just insane.
Real quick guys, I can't stop the next ad. I'm very, very sorry. I did it for 52 minutes. It doesn't work anymore. Soin stemming against this defeat, but what are the odds he can kill this Demon Hunter again?
So he needs to kill both heroes right now. The Demon Hunter is the obvious choice, I think. Oh man, Tranquility. Just the value from that spell is insane. I'm sure TeD on his stream has probably a ton of interesting numbers about this game right now. I would love to see that. How much healing Tranquility did this game? Probably more than 10,000 healing, I would say.
Dude, I don't even know if the overlay, like we have minutes and seconds, but does it go over 60? Does it add an hour? I don't know how this works.
We've never been this far before, Neo.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
Insane. That is hilarious. Imagine it just crashes. Your computer blows up. It just can't
regame. Go.
Regame. Oh my god.
This is everything that Soin has for the rest of the game. 2 gold. That's it.
2 gold, 30 food, and a dream, Neo. That's it.
Keeper close to level 10. Oh my god, we do it again!
He's dying so quick! The Demon Hunter has to pull the Info Potion again. Oh, Metamorphosis is being triggered. Now he is going full beast mode right now, but yeah. So when he's still holding on to that Info Potion on his blade, he's being so patient right now. But he needs to pull it soon, but there are so many talents available to keep him in the air. Okay, he's going for the Keeper. No. Okay, back on the Demon Hunter once again, who has a TP, Neo. And in the meantime, Soin's army will probably start dying in the background. While going for this Hero Focus, level 10 Keeper unlocked as well. Malfurion unlocked. What an absolutely crazy game, Neo.
Oh, more crits. He needs healing on the blade. Level 10 blade survives for a little bit longer.
Oh, level 3
it. 55 minutes. All heroes level 10. And Moon takes the first map of this series. There's no words for what just happened in this game. Just to read off the stats. 5 hero kills for Soin, 2 for Moon, 47,000 gold mined, 17,000 gold paid in upkeep, 10,800 XP on both sides. Soin built an army for 57,000 resources and spent 18,500 gold on items. All of that is insane.
Just going with the in-game stats as well that don't appear on the board. In total, each player, when you add their units killed, equals 500. 500 units were killed this game. Exactly.
Oh
That's just-
my god.
That's just totally ridiculous.
Out of Warcraft. Create a platinum diamond star and plaster the thumbnail with it. Every single inch you can find on the thumbnail deserves a star. That was a game for the ages. You will never in your life see something similar ever again. Ever again.
I'm just not sure how we move on, Neo. I think life has peaked.
Yeah.
And it's just downhill from here.
I want to use this moment and just say how thankful I am that you witnessed this or that we witnessed this together.
It's been beautiful. I've never smiled and laughed so much while casting a game. That was full of funny moments. It was just completely absurd, honestly. Like from the 20-minute mark onwards was just pure chaos, and it was amazing.
Dude, if this would have been a solo cast, I'd be dead now.
Oh, I bet. Dude, my jaw's actually a little bit sore, like my mouth from like smiling and talking. Man.
Unbelievable.
I've never seen 2 double level 10 heroes in the 1 versus 1.
And there were 4. There were 4. Two double.
Yeah,
two double is 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brain fried.
2 times 2 is 4.
Dude, I can't even do the simple math anymore. I got used to like 20,000 numbers here. Insane. Renisa, thank you for the sub. Schlebin, thank you for the sub. There's some magic to it when you put a Night Elf and an Orc on Turtle Rock. I don't know what it is. My favorite game of all time, Focus vs. Moon, also on Turtle Rock, also a 55-minute banger. There we had double level 6 Tinker. This might have been even crazier. I have to reassess if this was my favorite game of all time.
What you're going to do is load up 2 monitors, put both games side by side, watch it simultaneously, and just experience the biggest like dopamine hit ever.
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. 2,000 viewers for Warcraft 3 group stage. Also not too bad in the middle of the day. Yeah,
Very
players.
nice,
oh, you know what? We have to root for Soin now because the last map is twisted. And if we saw this on Turtle Rock, imagine what we will be seeing on Twisted.
Dude, I'm just
I'm done.
still calming down from watching that game. That was just unbelievable. I hope everyone was entertained. Because we certainly were.
Yeah.
That was a blast.
We use superlatives a lot on this stream, but this was one of the all-time great maps of Warcraft 3.
I'm confused as to how the Blade actually didn't out DPS the Keeper. The Keeper did like 36.5k. The Blade only did 34.1k damage.
There was a lot of Treants in this game. And Thorns Aura. Like
Thorns.
all the raiders attacking, it's always damage for the Keeper.
Demon Hunter just doing 66.5k damage, because why not?
Oh, Soin, please make this a best of 3. I wonder, like after a 55-minute game, these guys had a little bit of a break now, but not too much, man. Who has the better endurance? Guess that's the question now. Oh boy, Concealed Hill, let's go.
Well, Neo, do you want to go back to the roots and introduce our players?
Well. On the bottom right, the upper right, dude. I can't even tell.
I knew it.
In the upper right hand side, in the blue, playing the Blade Master once again, is Soin. In the bottom left hand side, going for a Keeper once again. In the yellow is Moon.
Beautiful. I just wanted to see if you could do a cohesive intro after all of that. I think my brain might be fried.
Yeah. Yeah. Just all the dopamine, all the excitement.
Yeah. Just imagine the players right now. They only took about a 2-3 minute break before
It's insane, right?
going to game 2. Moon is 36 years old, dude. Still competing at this level. It's really insane.
Under attack.
Yeah, I guess his children are coming into the room and saying, "Are you winning, Dad?"
Exactly. exactly. That's so funny. Oh man. Okay. Soin with the peon scout here, pulling the creeps away. Very nicely done. The item carrying creep does get dragged off a little bit to the side, but Moon could be happy actually. None of his treants got ensnared. So this creep actually goes really well. The Ancient of War able to just smack both medium armor targets super efficiently. So this camp actually went really well for him. Claws of attack for the keeper, very nice. The blade also claws of attack, so both players starting off very strongly here. And Moon going for his old build. We've got the Hunter Saw coming out already, the second Moonweld that's later coming after the fact. The question is, will he get an expansion up this game? And of course, Concealed Hill is a tough map to root your expo on.
Absolutely, Moon made it work more often than not. I could also see Moon like completely switching the pace of the game and go for like an AP push or something. A hidden AP, just be super annoying, harass with Entangle. And that's I guess what he's done. You got enough screen time from me for this tournament. Let's make this a quick one.
Moon here going into Soin's base with the treants here. Probably not going to find too much damage unless he dings level 2 at some point. Actually, kind of having a bit of a tussle with the green camp earlier, and Soin just managed to finish that off and get his own level 2. Moon did steal the circlet from Soin's shop, which is pretty decent as well. I like that move. But yeah, Moon, what is he doing right now? He has the resources to tech or expand, so we'll see which one of those he does. An AP is coming up outside the base though, Neo. And what I love about what Moon did right now is he kept the grunts busy in the base, and Soin decided to be greedy and finish the creep camp. And now this AP is just going to come up without any problems.
Oh no, not like this. Blade Master, I hope your katana is sharpened with the claws. This might... is it enough?
It's finishing.
Oh no, that's bad.
That's rough. Now it can uproot and heal to full. So all the damage was basically for nothing. The only thing about it is that the AP is miles away from Soin's burrows. There's nothing really to pressure, I suppose, with the AP, but it gives you such a strong anchor point from which to fight and buy space for, of course, an expansion here.
Exactly. Moon on Concealed, man. That's what he does, dating back to, I don't know, WGL or DreamHack Anaheim 3 years ago, 3.5. Good thing is, Keeper is not level 2, no Entangle, it's only Treant Grunts can be put to use, and he put up a War Mill rather quickly. It's still problematic though.
Yeah, this is a really tough spot for Orc, honestly. He's killed. Wait, someone just killed his own peon.
Yep.
Okay.
He wanted to buy a demo.
A demo, I see. Perfect. Kind of unfortunate though, because he's so low on lumber. So, but yeah, I guess needs must in this case. Being forced into a demo this early as Orc is really tough. Oh man, level 2 is available for the Keeper now. If any grunt is to stray too far from the tree, they're going to get... Oh wait, actually Moon here misplaying a little bit here, going into a choke and just getting surrounded and being forced to TP. Pretty wasted opportunity here by Moon, honestly. Maybe a little bit tired after that game one.
Soin, you could... Oh, he moved the Hunts out of range of the TP, so it's only the Keeper who has to walk back. So the push is alive.
Not too bad, but I think Moon kind of forgot to tech for a bit.
Yep, he did.
Tech only just started about 15 seconds ago. The Orc has been tier 2 for a bit longer than that. Maybe over-investing a little bit here into Sentinel upgrade. There's also 4 Hunts already on the field as well. Yeah, I think this tech is just like crazy late. But in the meantime, the AP is still standing quite strong. Managed to uproot and heal and reroute again. And the demo is not really able to take care of business, actually.
Yeah, he was running around like a drunk Remo was driving it. Not finding the right place to park. Alta is down, but okay. We got Serpent Wards, Blade Master level 2, heal self. Shop is still up, which is super important. And as much time as this bought, Soin is still in this game.
He's far from being in too much of a precarious spot because Moon is miles away from hitting tier 2. So that is good news for him. Not that he is aware of that, most likely. The altar actually going down here, pretty sad. For Soin, of course, just losing more and more infrastructure in the base. The shop also in a little bit of danger, but of course the demo, the counter against the AP, which finally did go down. And we have a Lodge and Beastry coming up in the back. Might even need to remake some peons, as quite a few died, and of course Soin had to execute one as well to make space for that demo. Oh, the demo nicely clearing out the Sentinels as well. Very good job. And now it's up to Moon to get this expansion routed.
Okay. Oh, you're lagging quite a bit. I guess you might have to leave. Oh.
Yeah, I'll just leave. I'm assuming it's just the server being China North.
Yeah.
Okay, did I just get hit with the OK dot dot? Oh, damn.
Well, I typed that you will leave, and I said sorry, and yeah, okay dot dot.
I already left the game. Why am I? Oh, you have to wait for the timer,
Yeah.
of course. What a pain.
A little break for the players after a 55-minute game one might not be the worst.
Yeah, it's not my internet because
You're talking.
I have like 30 ping in Discord. It's just the servers are very, very far away, unfortunately.
All right.
Sorry, boys.
You got the Discord stream from me, so I will do my absolute best for the camera control for once.
Don't let me down.
Never would I ever. So, we are expanding. This is working well. Soin also using the demo not for a counter push, but rather creeping. Not as efficient as siege damage that naturally is. But yeah, levels are necessary for Blade and Shadow.
Yeah, there's not too much you can really do, to be honest, with the Demolisher. It's not bad at creeping. If there's any heavy armor targets as well, it actually does full damage against heavy armor with Siege. So not bad against like the Overseer, but yeah, pretty bad against the other minor creeps. Huntresses in the meantime though took care of all those medium armor creeps very easily. As we can see, the tree is finally rooted. We have a ton of stuff coming out from Moon right now. He's getting first armor upgrade in addition to the first attack he already got. With bouncing glaives, Nature's Blessing on the way. A lot of stuff is coming together for Moon right now, just lacking a second hero, really. Is the only thing I can see that's missing Neo.
Oh, correct. He wanted to go to the tavern, but the blade is here. The blade has 2 claws and slippers. Not too bad, but as Moon is here and no staff, bit problematic. Okay, Soin knows what's up. Shadowhunter on the way to 3. Is very hurt though, needs to step back to the shop. Moon needs to go to the tavern. A little bit of time for both of them.
Player's forces are under attack.
I feel like Moon is actually not in the best spot in the world. He doesn't have a second hero. I don't think solo keeper mass hunts is going to do too well against a level 3 Shadowhunter, to be quite honest, Neo. Yeah, kind of confused a little bit by some of Moon's macro choices. You know, he delayed his tier 2 like a crazy amount. And then didn't opt to get a second hero, because all this XP could have been going to an Alchemist right now, to at least have level 2 before the inevitable push, and having at least heal spray level 1 is very useful, and of course the Alki is a great damage dealer with that acid bomb, but yeah, just solo keeper. Don't think level 4 is going to make too much of a difference, and certainly no, you know, level 10 from the previous game.
Okay, big mana potion for Soin as well. There is hope for a potential game 3. But no clarity at the moment. That's an oversight, I guess. But yeah, Soin might be as confused as we are that there's no second hero. And yeah, Ensnare and Catapults, solid damage against Hunts.
Yeah, and also if the Catapult actually manages to get in range of the Tree of Life or any other buildings, it will do pretty amazing. Any ensnared hunts are probably the target here for the Demolisher, because that's guaranteed full damage, which is amazing. And yeah, level 2 wards are going to be just immense in this fight right now. Moon is not fighting really with any, you know, with any base defense. He has to take a straight on fight, and I don't see him doing too well here, honestly.
No. The hunts are just getting picked apart.
Yeah.
So is playing this so well. But yeah, the stubbornness of Moon to go 1 hero only seriously bites him. Imagine all of this with heal spray, especially against the AoE of demos. Okay, maybe Soin is getting a little too confident here. Everything is bruised, heal scroll is ready. Shadowhunter just waiting for the perfect moment. There we go.
There we go, beautiful. Yep, really nice value, just waiting to get as much as he could from that heal scroll. Moon's double gold income, of course, is coming to effect big time right now, but look at the hunts. His staying power is pretty much 0 without Alchemist second, and yep. Soin here just snacking on these Huntresses.
Very important by Soin to get this heal scroll, otherwise he would have lost that fight. And another hunt, and another hunt. Moon has 800 gold, but very little lumber. And now floodgates open. Gotta take care of the base a little bit. As Quberte is typing. I wonder if that's to me or not. No, it's not. Not just yet.
No, don't worry. Sorry, clickety keyboard. Yeah, this Demolisher right now, look at it, it's coming in for quite a good bit of damage. I guess the fact that Moon skipped second hero meant he could afford Nature's Blessing, so the tree is pretty tanky. The Shaman have actually ran through most of their mana, and the Shadowhunter also doesn't have much mana. But this army is not the strongest ever for Moon, to be honest, and he just TP'd right into the into the Orc, basically. The Keeper's gonna go down, Neo. Oh no.
Yeah, now Moon is down to 0 heroes. And it's only the hunts left. Moon has won games with less. For example, only 1 tree. But I don't know, man. Can these hunts do it alone? It shouldn't be the case.
Yeah, they're kind of doing like not bad, to be honest.
Yeah.
The Shadowhunter is so low in mana, he isn't able to spam like a ton of snakes. Actually, someone's losing a couple units. It always feels bad to lose units when there's not even an enemy hero killing your units. At least the XP doesn't go anywhere, so that is pretty good. But yeah, I think the hunts are kind of running out of steam now a little bit. This Demolisher is still reigning supreme, and now will be able to help siege the base once again. So when he did get his expo cancelled top left earlier, forgot to mention as well. But it doesn't matter in the end. The Solo Keeper does not prevail.
1-1, we are getting twisted. Quberte, I hope you brought some time, because the next map could once again be 1 hour plus.
Yeah, I have the time. And with you by my side, I have the energy to make my way through this.
So cute. Oh boy, yeah, we are pretty much halfway through the day now, and we're here for 3.5 hours. This is one of the longest groups. Thank God I have nothing to do for the rest of the day. And of course, there's nothing better to do than watching Warcraft anyway.
Yeah, can't think of any other activities that are good. But except eating, maybe. Could do with that.
Yeah, eating would be fine, but it's priorities, you know? 1-1. Oh my god. Starbuck waiting for, I don't know, 1.5 hours for the second game.
I know. I wonder if he's been streaming, actually. And just playing, like, 4s. Nah, he's actually not, so probably just chilling. Yeah, I don't know about that second game, to be honest, tactically. Mid bought a lot of space for the AP, which worked out really well. But a lack of tier 2 tech and a lack of a second hero was just... you're not going to win any fights with just Keeper, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if Moon is getting tired. It kind of felt that way. I don't know.
Yeah, perhaps.
Players are
hard
ready.
To say. There we go. Games are launching onto, obviously, pretty much... Would you say Twisted is your favorite map, Neo? It's definitely up there.
It is the favorite map of every reasonable Warcraft person ever. It is the best map of all time, by far. Providing the highest level of entertainment. And yeah, I got high expectations. I got super high expectations. I hope I'm not over promising here. Decider. Moon versus Soin. Winner goes to the round of 8 alongside Labyrinth, 1-0, Foggy, and Focus. It's either the second Night Elf or the second Orc. And we got Moon in the upper left and we got Soin in the bottom right.
Alright, Soin. I was going to say, is he going to build the barracks to the left here, but actually sending a peon to wood straight away? Are we actually finally seeing pro orcs play like Hitman and micro the 4 peons efficiently while having more peons on wood? I'm not sure. I guess we'll see. Interesting spawn from Moon, actually. He has the ancient, the mercenary camp on his side, and is electing to go with that first. That is going to be a risky camp, to say the least, especially in the face of Soin going an early shop.
Yeah.
Speed scroll immediately available, could go directly cross map. Yeah, it could be a bloodbath, or Moon perhaps might just have to go for an easier green and not use Ancient of War to creep. Very interested to see how this early game plays out.
Man, I got ready for a 1 hour 30 game, but it could just be over super quickly if Soin finds the right targets at the right moment. You gotta be ready for this, Moon. This is risky. This is greedy.
Oh, the peon block.
Oh,
He's not watching. Still, I think messing up the creep pretty well though. Can the archer get it in time?
I think the boulder will be tossed, huh? What is it?
Wow, that must have barely worked basically, because the rock golem did technically go back to the start location. Oh, so it's stealing. Oh, it didn't bug out. So actually, it wasn't a successful pull in the end. So nicely done by Soin. Also stealing the priest away. Pretty annoying for Moon. And this troll priest is going to be fantastic for Soin. Here he comes, speed scroll straight across, as I said, and look at this. He just can't creep the rock golem right now. It's too difficult to do. Ancient of War taking a ton of damage, and yeah, level 1 keeper, no XP. That's not what you want to see. Wait, Ancient of War? Oh man, the troll priest looped all the way around to help take it out. Very nicely done by Soin.
Absolute disaster. Moon is falling apart a little bit. Shadow Priest and Speed Scroll and this build order in general, quite an investment on Soin's side, but it's paying off really, really well. Tech has started. Moon didn't level, has low resources, low lumber, and he's trying to go for a counter aggression, but what is this barracks just dead as well?
It's gonna be close. Level 1 treants here not doing the most DPS in the world, and there's a chance that Soin might be able to repair it in time. I think he will actually. Yeah, definitely. This barracks does not go down here, so that's pretty bad for Moon, honestly. In the meantime, in the face of the Blade Master, how are you supposed to build any buildings in your base as Moon right now? You're gonna have to start proxying buildings elsewhere. Also, the tech discrepancy once again is just huge.
Quberte, I know you're still young, but when we're on Twisted Meadows, the entire map is Moon's base. There will be trees everywhere. It doesn't matter if he has to build a little bit proxy. The entire north will belong to him eventually anyway. Hopefully. Because this is still rough. Repair is ready. Treants expire. Rax is up. Grunts are coming. And the keeper has to walk back because he's out of mana soon.
Moon able to get up a couple additional moonwells to the east of his base, which is pretty good. But there's no Ancient of War, no Hunter's Hall. What units is Moon going to rely on exactly?
Fairies?
I guess. Yeah. There's not really any options for him right now, unfortunately. Boots of Speed, pretty interesting purchase actually. I guess, you know, you're not investing to any units, so may as well into some items. Helps keep you away from the Blade, who of course easily beats a keeper in 1 versus 1. This Troll Priest has been such a nuisance as well.
Yeah.
For Moon, it's not going down. Like, might finally be biting the dust. There he goes. Okay, a little bit of XP going towards Moon, but not the biggest loss for Soin. And yep, Shadow Hunter once again, halfway out. Spirit Lodge as well. All looking standard on Soin's end. And Moon here, I'm just really wondering, what is he going to do? I guess wins.
It has to be. Without a Hunter's Hall, for sure. Yeah, staff and boots, big investment, but there's really no other way to spend it. In the good old days of Moon and playing Talents, he always built only 1 archer and tacked into Talent, so this could still be working out. Gets mercenaries now as a little bit of a force, tanks with treants. But yeah, this is an easy early game for Soin.
Yeah, and the trouble with that Ancient of War being available is it's really hard to creep. Obviously, Keeper is good at creeping, but lack of an Ancient of War really means you can't take on those harder camps, you know, the lab or the expansion creeps or the shop. Whatever it may be. Perhaps the treants plus the mercs and second hero will be enough.
Que sera, sera?
Why are you saying que sera, sera?
Because
That's
you said
random.
whatever will be.
Ah, perfect. Sorry.
Yeah, song, you know.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
And yeah, here we go again. Double wins. Demon Hunter second. I guess another 15-minute game is on the cards.
Let's go. Lean back, buckle up. Absolutely wonderful. No signs of expansions just yet, if I see this correctly. Just straight up tier 3. After this blunder of an early game. Probably too risky. Trying to delay the Shadowhunter level, but that is also not the case. Blade Master says hello. There is no hex, but there could be purge actually, and that then triggering either the staff or the consumable, which you don't want to use at the moment. Rather cancel some healing. Well played by Moon.
Yeah, he's really making the most of this Keeper Harass right now, abusing the cloak very, very well, and now the Demon Hunter coming in actually, there might be another pick-off. All speed scroll being invested, but the Grunt should still die anyway, to be honest. So we're trying to get some counter damage onto the Troll Priest, which again isn't really the biggest loss in the world if it were to die. Microing a few units in different directions. We have one Grunt going home with the Shadow and a Shaman going another direction, a Shaman and a Grunt going top right, the Blade chasing. It's 4 different directions that Soin's army is moving right now. That's must be pretty chaotic to control.
He saved everything though, even the entangled Grunt. Well done, backstep!
Whoa.
That's the potion right there. It's starting again.
Oh, all these close moments again between these two players. This is yeah, just such a pleasure to watch these guys play.
Absolutely.
I really hope it goes later. We do have, of course, Talons once again. Tier 3 is almost finished. Master will be done in about 2 minutes' time from now. And Moon, will he stick with Joe Hero once again? Probably yes, given that the DH has 0 XP to his name. Which I think is the only main concern right now for Moon. Soin, of course, is a much greater experience lead right now.
Shadowhunter on the way to 3. I wouldn't mind seeing more damage items on Soin's Blade Master. This is a good mirror image setup with 3 rings.
Wow.
Plus the Ring of Superiority. Lots and lots of armor. He got 16 armor on level 1, Quberte.
That's ridiculous. Just actually ridiculous. And also some more now with Slippers of Agility.
Ooh, love to see it.
Might actually just give those to the Shadowhunter, who is also an agility hero, so not too bad. Keeper gonna get level... Nope, not gonna get level 3 from that level 1 creep. Yeah, again, without the Ancient of War, as I said, where do you creep as Moon? It's kind of awkward to deal damage to camps, to tank the damage from any creeps. But maybe with this amount of DPS and Fairy Fire on the level 6, Fairy Fire being applied on the Troll Warlord, he goes down really, really quick, to be fair. And Lionhorn is a amazing item.
Yeah, everything will be physical damage on Soin's side, as he's an orc, and so this helps against pretty much everything. Item here on the bottom left-hand side. Circlet, okay. Always confused when a circlet drops, man.
I know, it's still really hard to get used to, actually. Very confusing indeed. But yeah, Soin here.
Expo by Moon.
Yep, nicely pointed out. We've got reinforced defenses coming up from for Soin right now, getting up to 50 supply. Great Hall and Watchtower being dropped. Everything looks very solid for him, macro-wise. Moon investing into that Nature's Blessing, which of course will help get his tree into position. But yeah, Soin actually might be basically even or even slightly ahead in gold, because the tree for Moon only halfway done, actually a little bit less, and still has to walk, clear the camp route, and then of course entangle the goldmine as well. That all takes a lot of time. So Soin, unless something gets done about this expansion, should be in a good spot. But here we go. First major fight about to break out. The Demon Hunter with Boots of Quel'Thalas looking really strong, almost level 3 for him as well. Getting some experience from the ward, crucially. Now very, very close to level 3. And yeah, Moon looks strong. Oh, it is the Tinker this time. Nice.
Okay, there were too many bases in that last game on Turtle Rock. I'm gonna clobber them down with Clockwork Goblins. And that is a good choice. Quberte promised you a fight, and we will get a fight. How many heroes will die is the question. We got a staff, Demon Hunter under fire. Damage is not too bad, but the Raiders are connecting. 2 Cyclones used immediately. Snake Pit up. Not the greatest targets for them. Heal scroll also available. Soin can stay here a bit.
Yeah, the trouble for him though, the Demon Hunter coming back in with mostly full HP does actually get focused again though, being forced into that info potion. But look at Soin's army, it's kind of weak right now. He didn't fight near his towers because only one is available. And I think Soin here's a little bit of trouble. He really needs to keep pretty much just hero focusing Moon. But now, yeah, heal potion being triggered for Moon, the Demon Hunter is still healthy. Blade basically out of mana. Oh, gonna have to be forced into the big heal potion. Not ideal for him. Wow, so yeah, just being forced to run away from his own side of the map. Look at the experience on the Tinker right now, already 1.8. That's pretty amazing given he was just spawned about a minute ago.
Okay, but the towers are up, and so is the Great Hall. Can Soin recover in this little time? He was holding on to that heal scroll for a long time to have it in this defense. But the Tinker already doing some damage here. First tower down. Raiders hurt. You need the healing. Doesn't go for it. Also no clarity, no mana potion. Feels like Soin is getting a little tired here.
Yeah, this looks super rough for him right now. Soin just kind of running out of options, to be honest. No mana left on the Shadow Hunter, no mana potion. The towers here being swiftly taken down. They're usually hard to break, but this Demon Hunter is super strong with so much agility and extra damage, of course. And it feels just inevitable for Soin to try and go for hero focus to get rid of Moon and buy a little bit of space. He is hanging around as long as he can, taking another Raider down with him. Level 4 Keeper unlocked, and Soin now just being forced to lick his wounds pretty much.
Okay, supply is still more or less even. Moon did not expand. I mean, he did build a tree, but he didn't creep that yet. He's working on it now. So income will be even. He did deny the big Ogre Magi with the Tree of Life. No, we don't do that. But okay, Soin can recover. Has a lot of income now. Might have to rebuild the towers. There we go. And use Clarity. Still holding on to that heal scroll. I would have loved to see that sooner. But I do love to see Dummkopf subscribing for 45 months.
Great name.
You know what that means, huh?
Well, I guess idiot would be the most natural translation,
Yeah,
right?
pretty much. Your German is so stellar.
Literally means dumb head.
Exactly.
So that doesn't sound right in English, obviously. So. Alright, what is the item here, Neo?
Orb of Darkness.
Orb of Darkness. Really quite bad, unfortunately.
Dude,
Very
I
cool,
don't know, man. If you attack Talons with the blade and it spawns a lot of skeletons, it might not be as bad as in other maps.
I suppose you have a chance of making more skeletons, but the skeletons are not that impactful. Anyway, they're so low damage. It really is just not a good item.
You
It's
know
not
what?
like
You're negative, Nance. You're negative Narbu.
oh no, don't call me a negative Narbu. Please. Take it back.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Do you know who's not sorry is Moon right now, just taking care of Soin's expand, just trashing all the buildings pretty much. Ooh, a couple of units getting picked off though. I wonder what the Troll Berserker and the Druid of the Town were doing there in the middle of the map. That's maybe a little bit weird position wise for Moon, but I don't think he's too fussed. He's also building an additional base, of course.
Of course. It's
As
Moon
Moon
Meadows. Occupy Moon Meadows. And here's the fight. He's holding on to the Orb of Darkness for now. Going for the Keeper, of course, once again. Talents a little far forward, maybe. No tower support anymore, but instant reinforcement and Soin has a good supply lead.
Yeah, it's looking quite healthy supply-wise. The only trouble, of course, is Moon does have an expand, but it doesn't appear to have been rooted so far as I can tell.
It is.
Okay, it is tangled, okay. It just finished entangling a few seconds ago.
Blade.
Oh, the Demon Hunter right now. Okay, Demon Hunter is fine. No follow-up damage available, I'm afraid, for Soin right now, getting his blade once again cycled in the air. The Demon Hunter is kind of... Oh, man. Okay.
He had the TP!
He has the TP. Wait, hold on. He has to come back in quickly here. Pass the TP back to the Keeper. Oh my god, that was a tense moment for Moon there. There was a lot of item management to do in a short period of time. Obviously, I had to use Moonwells, go staff back in again, pass the TP to the Keeper. Close one. But Soin survives. His expo is still here, of course, but not obviously saturated, which is unfortunate for him. And Moon, he's looking to be in a very, very good spot. Has obviously 2 base economy, as we saw on game 1, and another base will probably soon be routed, but that will take some time.
Exactly. So Moon's breaking upkeep, goes into ferries again. Pretty much same as before. Won't have the crazy hero levels as we've seen on Turtle Rock, because of course he needs the XP for 3 heroes. Blade 4, Shadow 4. But Soin, slowly but steady, needs to do something against these bases, because Moon is playing a Dota, Tinker.
This is really annoying to deal with, actually. Tinker is a very fast hero with the engineering upgrade. Of course, the goblins come out pretty frequently. They do amazing damage. I think of course they could be purged, right? So might see a purge go into one of them. Wow, it actually draws Soin to come back with his entire army. That's a pretty huge win for Moon. Moon could do what he wants in the meantime, getting his own red spot creep camp done. Very curious to see what item drops here. There's a few good ones. Obviously, Staff of Silence would be just ridiculous. Against the Shadow Hunter and Shamans. Kargar's Gem of Health would be amazing. It is Kargar's Gem of Health, so we've got a really, really tanky keeper apparently for the time being, but the item can be passed around at will to give an injection of HP at a moment's notice. Oh, I love the Staff of Teleplay right now with the Tinker. That is so annoying.
And an invisibility potion, dude. This is so nice. Moon's second base is up at the former red spot. Dude, I don't know. Can you purge Clockworks? I'm not sure. Probably not worth it anyway.
Yeah, I think they're dispellable, but it doesn't really matter. I think they still do the damage, maybe, when they get dispelled. I'm really not sure as to how it works, to be honest. It's an unusual situation to be in.
The good thing is, chat knows, and they will tell us right now. Yes, you can purge. Okay. Just like the Treants here, more XP, and Soin going for a big attack. 62 food, rings distributed. Crit is online, can't go for the tree though, has to survive the Night Elf army first. No wisps nearby for the detonate, that means a lot of purges.
Yeah, Soin fighting against the clock once again, of course down the base, struggling to secure his second base, but the Blade Master, will he carry once again with those crits? He has pretty decent items, but Moon here with a supply lead and very strong heroes with the tri-hero composition is much more powerful than first game. And yeah, Soin here should be bleeding a lot of supply very quickly.
Oh, the Raiders can't really find a good connection. They're blocked by Clockworks, by Pocket Factory, by Treants. Very good positioning by Moon in open space. It's so hard to make this work. Demon Hunter is back, also at 50%. Can be staffed out soon again. Invo Potion, Heal Scroll. Moon is doing so many things so right. That's one of the last heal scrolls we have. There's no way out for Soin except running, but then you can be cycloned. The rest of the army can catch up, and you kill what's left. But that's the same what Soin is trying to do. 162 critical strike. Purge, purge, purge. Onto the keeper. Hero focus would save him the game, maybe. Can he reach? Right
oh my
up.
god, a crit would have killed him.
It's there. TP. Oh my. But the rest of the army in shambles.
1 Raider and 2 Shamans being picked off at the very end there. Actually, if Soin got a crit there, that was a dead keeper.
Yeah.
So again, Moon, just typically greedy as he usually is. Not wanting to pull that TP. He actually has 2 TPs at his disposal for basically whether the Demon Hunter or the Keeper got fully focus fired, he could TP in any case, which is kind of smart. Because I mean, just look, as we can see, the difference in gold mine is already approaching over 2,000 already. Yeah, unfortunately for Soin this time, I think he has fewer options to claw his way back into the game, even if Moon were to go quad wins.
Yeah.
The Tinker third here is just so strong at preventing the Raiders from getting into a good position and getting that that concave that they need on the Talons.
Positioning himself in the middle once again, getting all the items that the Blade Master would love to have. This is rough. But the Clarity is running and the Mana Potion is ready. Shadow Hunter can do some magic. Skeletons is used for scouting. Sees, oh, there's a big attack coming. I don't know what to do with this. Another fight in the open is probably the best that Soin can do. But supply numbers are really low. Going for a town portal. He doesn't have pillage yet for straight up base race. And Moon is just expanding again.
A player's forces are under attack.
To be fair, not that orcs ever do have pillage available for base races, but alas. Maybe the most decisive fight coming out now between these two guys. There is a TP, of course, available on the side of Soin. He needs to do amazing damage right now against Moon, or he will fall just incredibly far behind. This Demon Hunter is an absolute beast right now, taking so much damage. Mercenaries available for Moon as well, still standing at a strong 70 supply. Obviously the Tinker as well, acting as the additional item carrier. We have a Scroll of Healing on his side too, and an Invul Potion, so this your focus will be quickly thwarted. And yeah, a fourth base coming up in the meantime for Moon. This looks lights out for Soin right now.
I hope his base is saturated now. Wasn't the case during the last fight. Everything is hurt once again. Nice repositioning by Moon into the back of the corner, getting mercenary reinforcements, as you said, closing in the concave, so there's really no raider connection. Now, this is as open as it gets. This is a dreamland for raiders, but Soin is going a little too much for heroes, but maybe this desperation at this point.
Yeah, to be honest, he's not going to find too many kills going after those Talons. Moon really nicely using the crow form of the Talons to reposition the damaged ones to the back. And you see now, raiders are falling, and Soin has no choice but to call the GG. An end to a beautiful series, Neo. It was just awesome, man. Absolutely awesome series.
It was. First game will maybe never be reached anywhere again, but goddamn, what a series this was.